I had a mid-facelift at 28 years old, and here's why. But there was a lot of stuff leading up to it, so let's get into it. I go to the Caribbean before any surgery. I see these beautiful girls, and I'm like, whoa, I wanna have that. I go back home to Toronto, I start dating this guy. He paid for my cosmetic surgery with Dr. Solomon.
What? We didn't talk about that.
I know.
No way.
Is it juicier? Are we still filming?
Yes.
This is gonna be good. That was the facial fat grafting with neck liposuction, and he did an incredible job. He was amazing. I was actually awake for that surgery. And facial fat grafting is like when they take fat from like your thighs or your stomach or your arms and they put it in your face. And so it's kind of like liposuction, but it's not enough lipo to like see a difference for weight loss, but it's like 20 syringes of lip filler. If you think of 20 syringes, it was probably 20 cc's that he put into my face, and then only half stays. So they overfilled me, and then about 40% of the fat actually sticks. And I think like maybe less than that stuck for me, just because like for me, lip filler doesn't stick, facial fat grafting doesn't stick all that much. If there's a doctor out there who wants to give it a try, let me know. Yeah, that was a really great first surgery, but I have to say the neck liposuction,
Period.
I'm snatched. I was like, I already didn't have that much neck fat, but like I just wanted to be extra snatched. And now my sister wants to get it done. So I messaged my surgeon in Turkey, because he's like so much more affordable. Dr. Solomon, I love you, but you were expensive. Have the neck lipo, have the facial fat grafting, felt beautiful, but still wasn't there. Because that was like my chapter 2 of my glow up, you know? Like I want the girls to realize that like right now I'm at like chapter 8 and like I'm trying to get to chapter 10. Maybe that's gonna be a lip lift and a breast augmentation, you know? But I want the girls to right now who are watching this at home to feel like, you know what? I can't compare myself to her or me because you're on chapter 1, babe, and I started there too. Please show them a photo of me before. Right here? Right here? That was like chapter -5, okay? I'm sure you're doing a lot better. If you're not partying, you're already doing better than I was. Like I was spending time in the sun, I was drinking, you know, going to festivals, and we all know what happens there. So that was basically, so Caribbean, Dr. Solomon. Caribbean, my ex-fiance meets me in the Caribbean, and then people didn't believe me. People thought that he flew me out there, but I was working out there. I was working remotely. I was a corporate girl, and I was working remote. So yeah, that's another story. But girl, I have clearly had a glow up since October. Today is May 27th, 2026. I filmed that video October 4th, 2025. There's a reason I delayed putting out that video. It's because I wanted to share the enhancement method with you guys. It is my private community full of women who talk about all their cosmetic procedures and enhancements. Zero doctor or clinic sponsorships. Just real women and real experiences. We talk about everything from facelifts to Botox and everything in between. So you can educate yourself before you go into your consultation and make a permanent decision. Not medical advice. Can't wait to see you on the other side. Click the link at theenhancementmethod.com to apply now. Yeah, he met me there and he saw that I didn't want my photo taken, and it kind of sat with me, you know, and I was like, okay, and he just wanted to spoil me left, right, and center. And I think that was love bombing. I don't think that he consciously thinks it's love bombing because he has a whole other lot of issues. But I think he thought that was a way to win me over, like the way to really get me in love with him. When in reality, I did fall in love with him, but also I was so susceptible to what I call soft life victim. This has nothing to do with my ex. And this has everything to do with social media and the soft life era, which is so toxic to women. Girls are just thinking that this is the goal in life, and it is not the goal in life, because I went to university and I was working a corporate job for 5 years. I was working in financial technology, in sales, and I was exhausted. I was partying every single weekend and then doing my job Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. I had it. Of course I'm gonna think I want the soft life. Of course this guy comes along and meets me in the Caribbean and I'm like, oh my God, he wants to buy me the world. We went shopping, he bought me everything I wanted and every surgery. So I call myself a soft life victim. And now I call myself soft life CEO, but we're gonna get there and I'm gonna tell you all about how I got there. When I was in Dallas and we were talking about a doctor he told me to go to Turkey because he had gone to Turkey previously. He knows people who have gone to Turkey previously and their cosmetic surgery turned out beautiful. And so I was like, okay, I was actually really scared to go to Turkey at first. Like, it's terrifying. You hear about the horror stories online. Like, come on, I know you guys hear about these horror stories. That's why you need to do your research. And this is not medical advice. You girls better do your research. I'm just saying. So I find Dr. Yazgan. Yes, Dr. Yazgan is my surgeon. We had a WhatsApp message. I coordinated with Eileen. Eileen is the coordinator for the surgery. She was there for me the day of the surgery, the day after the surgery. She's incredible. She coordinated my video consultation with Dr. Yazgan, and I was so skeptical because I wanted what was called the Cindy nose, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna find out if this guy is not who he says he is. Like, I was so skeptical at first, obviously, because it's Turkey, it's a whole other country, like, you hear the nightmare stories. So he was actually incredible because, you know, Dr. Yazgan didn't overpromise anything. He actually underpromised and overdelivered. I said to him, I want the Cindy nose. This is the Cindy nose. You know Cindy Wolf? She's so hot, like so beautiful. And he said to me, well, I can try my best, but I can't promise you exactly the Cindy nose. And look at my nose. It's pretty close. I think you did a really good job. And you know what? Like, this brings me back to why I got the mid facelift. Because on his page, on his Instagram page, I saw a girl that looked very similar to me. So I thought that this girl on their Instagram really looked a lot like me, like similar anatomy, and she had big eyes like me. So I was like, yo, that looks so good. And I feel like I've aged a little bit faster than others because of my activities in the Caribbean and being in the sun. And I think that that surgery would look so good on me. So I asked my ex, and I was like, well, he was my boyfriend at the time. I was like, babe, do you think if we're gonna do the rhinoplasty, like we can just couple up the surgery as well? Because I don't wanna go under like multiple times. Like, I wasn't taking advantage of him. Like, at that point in time, I wanted to marry this man. I wanted to have his babies. Like, I loved him. And I didn't have any ill intention of like wanting these things quickly and then leaving. Like, don't do that. Like, that's not a way to treat somebody. Karma's real. You know, so yeah, I had full intention of being with him. And so I was like asking, you know, why don't we do this and this and this? And then I ended up getting 6 procedures at the same time. So at the consult, I just thought I was getting a rhinoplasty and a mid facelift. And then I come to Turkey where I was like really skeptical still. Because beforehand, we went to the bank in Toronto and we sent a wire transfer, you know, to pay, like you pay 15% up front. I was a little skeptical, but it just seemed like, you know, I was reading their Google reviews online. I liked what his previous work. I did my research, like finding a doctor that has done work on the same anatomy, like similar anatomy to you, similar ethnicities to you, that really will help in getting the results that you think you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not ever for sure. No, it was never a thought. I didn't even know that this mid facelift existed. And you know what? Why I'm so vocal about it on social media, everyone's like, this is your whole personality. No, it helps me go viral and reach the girls that want to hear about this story. It's not my whole personality, and you're gonna get to know me soon. But why I initially, I just thought I would maybe want a rhinoplasty, but all these girls on Instagram who look so hot, and you're like, how do you look like that? And their eyebrows are like this. 99% of the time, they had a mid facelift. I'm here to tell you what that is. It's so unfair. These girls are just posting about a freaking gua sha routine and a facial massage. Maybe some of them, yeah, okay, true. I love facial massage and I do think it works. But some people are lying online, and it's what's the word? Not like, it just makes me mad. So when these girls are saying like, why are you talking about your surgery so much? At least I'm telling you the truth. And like, you see why so many girls on Instagram look so damn hot, and you're at home, sitting at home looking like a sack of potatoes. Sorry. Let's even like go a little bit before that. So we landed in Turkey and we went to an Airbnb. Actually, Dr. Yazgan offers like a package where you can do like a hotel taxi package. And I think that's great if you're doing it by yourself, but I actually had my ex with me at the time. That was really like comforting to have him there. We went to the Airbnb, we checked in, and then the next day it was like pre-op stuff where you get your blood taken, you get your pregnancy test, you know, all these kind of things, making sure you're not pregnant, making sure you're fit for surgery, your weight, your height for anesthesia, all this stuff. And then the next day I came in for surgery and I was nervous, but Eileen was there to meet me. And Eileen was just such a calm presence and she was so caring and lovely. I went in, Dr. Yazgan talked to me, marked my face up, and then let's fast forward to me changed in my scrubs, ready to go in the operating room. So I'm right outside the operating room doors, and Dr. Yazgan comes up to me, and he comes, and I was so scared, guys. I'm like, oh my God, my parents don't even know I'm doing this, and I'm about to go under for the first time in Turkey, and I'm in a different country. He comes up to me and he saves the day. This man is so sweet. I can tell he's like a father. I actually don't know 100%, but I really have a good feeling because he has like that dad energy. He's a very private man. He's a very sweet man. He comes up to me and he holds my hand and he says, "Are you okay? I can tell you're very scared." And I was like, "Yeah, I am." And he said, "That's okay, you have nothing to worry about. I have a team of," it was 12 or 13 people in the operating room. And he said, "Now, if I lift your nose like this," and he literally lifted the bridge of my nose, he goes, "Can you breathe better?" And I'm like, yeah, I can breathe better. He goes, "Okay, I'm gonna try to correct that in the surgery. So hopefully we'll have a beautiful aesthetic, but you'll also have a better functioning nose." So that was pretty cool. And he really did deliver that. So another thing is he said to me, he goes, "Okay, so what's your favorite song?" And at the time I was going to Paris soon. And I was like, okay, I was so nervous. The only thing I could think about was Paris by the Chainsmokers. So it's just such a lame answer, but I love that song. I really do. And I love Paris so much. I've been so many times. I've spent so much time there and it's so dear to my heart. Anyways, so I said the song Paris by Chainsmokers and he's like, "Okay, I will play it for you in the operating room." So I get wheeled into the operating room. He goes outside, gets ready, probably washes up and everything. And I'm with the team and the operating room is freezing cold. Nothing can prepare you for how freaking cold that room is. You just gotta live with it. He told me it's because it mitigates any risk of infection, you know. The nurse said, "This is party time. This is where the magic happens," she said. Then the song came on in the operating room and We Were Staying in Paris came on and Dr. Yazgan just comes through the operating room doors, swings them open looking like Superman, and I fell asleep. And then I wake up, which felt like 5 minutes, but it was 8.5 hours of surgery. And I threw up, and I woke up with a braid in my hair from the lovely nurse, the red hair. She was so sweet. I don't remember her name, but thank you so much for taking good care of me. They wheeled me out of the operating room. I was shivering. I'm from Canada, and I've never been more cold in my life. They wheeled me upstairs and I was on an IV. I was on tramadol, I think, for about 3 days in the hospital. They wanted me to stay extra 2 nights overnight because I was under for so long, and they took such good care of me. The nurses were hired nurses of the hospital and they did a really good job. I needed help walking to the bathroom. I couldn't open my eyes. I don't recommend you go alone, even though I've heard people go alone. I've had girls FaceTime me being like, "You were right, Emily, I shouldn't have came here alone." Yeah, the nurses are there, but it's more about like the emotional support of having someone there that you know. Like my ex was walking me to the bathroom. You really can't do much on your own. So after day 3, I went home, well, to the Airbnb, I should say, and my ex was still helping me. He helped me have a shower. This was 3 months after dating this guy, very soon. So I would wake up in the middle of the night with peaking anxiety, so I stopped taking the tramadol. I was just taking Tylenol 3 after day 4. Yeah, like on day 4 after day 3, I stopped taking the tramadol. I mean, don't follow this advice. You should just follow your doctor's advice. I'm just telling you guys what I did personally. This is not what you should do. It's what I did. Yeah, day 4, I just started taking T3s because I was like tripping balls on tramadol and I hated it. That's when Dr. Yazgan told me that after day 3 is when you start to feel better. And it's so true. Day 1, day 2, day 3, oh my gosh, it was horrible. The amount of swelling, I felt like it had an alien head. There was bandages, tapes, stints up my nose, cast, just horrible. And finally, day 4, I started to feel better. Day 7, I got my cast removed and I was able to walk around, you know, go to a coffee shop, walk around like this. And so yeah, day 8 is when we flew to Jordan and I was still swollen. Dr. Yazgan said I was the fastest recovering patient. Ooh, oh yeah, another thing, I had an anxiety attack. Seriously, this drug's messed with me. I had an anxiety attack and I went to the hospital because I thought I was like having something wrong with me. It was all in my head, but Dr. Yazgan on his day off, and I'm not paid by Dr. Yazgan, this was just my experience. So on his day off, it was a holiday in Turkey, and he came on his day off to the hospital just to check on me. For no reason, I was fine, but I was just in my head about it. So yeah, day 8, we fly to Jordan, and I'm still swollen. Tapes are off, cast is off, but I'm swollen and I have whiskers coming out of my face from the mid-facelift, the sutures, the rhinoplasty, the lip lift. Yeah. So after visiting the 7th wonder of the world in Petra, Wadi Rum, and Jordan, my ex took me to Paris. And this is the photo of me the day after he proposed to me. Literally, he proposed to me the day of landing in Paris. And I think I had such a quick healing process, obviously because I don't drink alcohol, maybe genetics. I took a lot of pineapple juice, which has a lot of bromelain. I also took the bromelain that Dr. Yazgan gave me, and I had an arnica gel that I would put on my nose. And I feel like that just really helped with my healing. I also rested a lot and I ate a lot of food when I was healing. That's really important. The most important thing is rest and following your doctor's orders. Again, this is not medical advice. Love ya. So yeah, he proposed to me the day that I landed with a 2-carat diamond. My face was swollen and stiff. I looked ridiculous. I'm gonna show you guys some photos here. But it was like, I looked like Joan Rivers in her 20s or something, like if she had a facelift in her 20s. Like, it was so not cute and it was so timed and so fake to me. Like, I mean, he had something in his mind. He wanted to like have me done up. I think it was good intentions, but like it was just like too good too soon. When things are too good too soon, it's never good. So yeah, my healing was like sparse. I was like really bloated at this point, and then I was like having good days and bad days where like you will be really swollen on some days and then not so swollen on other days. And also my shortness of breath when I was in Turkey and Jordan was like a thing. And on top of everything, the worst thing of having your surgery in the summer, I recommend you never get your surgery in the summer, because when you open up your nose, like having a surgery like that, it makes you so susceptible to all the allergies. And I didn't have seasonal allergies, but my gosh, when I was in Jordan and Paris, my seasonal allergies were horrendous. I couldn't even sleep at night. I had tears shooting out of my face, so bad. Another thing, you can't wear sunglasses. So like imagine you're in the summer heat and like you're trying to stay out of the sun where you can't wear sunglasses. You can't wear sunglasses for like 3 or 4 months. Also another thing is my scars were hurting me in the heat because it was summertime. Like my scars from my mid-facelift. If you guys want to see my mid-facelift scars up close, I do have a video on my subscribers only on my Instagram. So you can subscribe to see that close-up scar video. But it's here, and Dr. Yazgan said stay out of the sun because whenever I was in the sun, it was hurting, it was painful. So that's really the downside of having surgery in the spring and summer. I would recommend, if you can, maybe do it in the fall, winter. It's definitely better. After the surgery, after the engagement, we wanted to celebrate, and so we went to Saint-Tropez. And in Saint-Tropez, this was like a month after surgery. You don't think you're gonna be fertile like that. I was fertile. I didn't get my period, and I found out I was pregnant when we were in Saint-Tropez. When we found out we were pregnant, he was excited. And so I was scared because I wasn't married yet. And I always thought I would be married before having a baby. And I was scared, you know? I just was really new in this relationship and everything is so fresh and everything's happening so quickly. Imagine within 4 months, you date someone, you travel the world, you get 6 cosmetic surgery procedures in one, you get engaged, and then you find out you're pregnant in Saint-Tropez and you're swollen. And I was excited. I ended up, you know, like, at first it was scary and shocking, and then I got super excited. I was like, oh my God, I've always wanted to be a mom. I was so excited. And then ended up flying home to Dallas, and I think after a few months I miscarried. That was like the worst day of my life. I never understood scream crying until that day. Like scream crying into a pillow for hours. The night before, my ex was actually out, like at the club, till 5 a.m. So like when you're with someone who's giving you everything, I thought I could trust him, but like what was he really doing? You know, he's going through his own shit. I think that he didn't really have a lot of empathy for me. I think that he just saw me getting all these things for free and like he didn't really have empathy for how I might feel. I think he thought he did his job by providing, paying for everything, that maybe I owed him one to, not like I owed him one, but like he could do what he wants kind of thing. So here I am like wanting a family so badly, but I think that night, like he says, of course he says differently, but like I think that night from the heartache of him being out, like I think that my body with all the stress just couldn't take it anymore, and the next day I just bled out in the shower. God works in mysterious ways, and that's not actually that mysterious. It's very clear to me. God said, no, not today. As much as I like wanted it so badly, like I cried so hard, like I did not understand like why God would take that away from me, because I'm so ready to be a mom, like so ready, and I just, like it hurts so much. And I still cry about it, like even though I don't want to be with him. Like I don't cry as often. I cried a fuck ton. Cause like I still think about it. Like it's hard to like when you're ready to be a mom, and obviously your partner's not ready for that. He thinks he's ready. He wants that maybe to control me or to have me, because he was so obsessed with like me not leaving him. He wanted to have that. Like, he openly admitted to like wanting to have a baby with me just so I wouldn't leave him. And like at that point, he was like such a provider type to me, and like I thought that I wanted to have a family with him. And so I couldn't understand why God would take that away from me. My ugly crying like Kim Kardashian. So it's clear to me now why God didn't let that happen, because I would have stuck with him. And I don't want to be with somebody like that. Yeah, I mean, let's also talk a little bit more about the healing journey, because there's healing from that, but there's also the cosmetic surgery I was healing from. Dr. Yazgan told me that for 6 months, I could probably feel numbness in my face because it was a deep plane mid-facelift. Deep plane means that they manipulate the like actual tissues and they pretty much copy and paste, move it on up. Yeah, I was numb in the face for about 6 months, guys, like 6 months. And he told me, so like, it's not like out of the ordinary. Sometimes people don't get the sensation back ever. It could be a risk of the surgery. Yeah, I had swelling for like 6 months. Good days and bad days, just like healing from the miscarriage. Good days and bad days. Yeah, I mean, with Dr. Solomon, the facial fat grafting and the neck liposuction was around $8,000, maybe $9,000, and I'm pretty sure the prices got up because that was 4 years ago. And then with Dr. Yazgan, oh my goodness, it was 13,000 euros. which is what in Canadian, $100 million? No, but like close to 20K Canadian, I guess. But that's still really good. I got, yeah, we'll put the number right here. It was 13,000 euros. We'll put the number USD in Canadian. And considering I had 6 procedures, that was a really good price. Because the mid-facelift, I think, was about 3,500 euros, maybe 4,000 euros. And then the rhinoplasty was 3,500. Everything seemed to be around $3,000. So that would make sense, right? The buccal fat removal was maybe 1,500, like, you know. And I didn't do a removal, I did a reduction. People are like, you're gonna wanna have the fat in your cheeks. When you look at my cheeks, they've still got fat in them. So pipe down. Well, emotionally, I'm present because I'm feeling the feelings of everything that has happened, which is great because it helps you have ownership. A lot of women don't take ownership and they just like to blame people. I could blame my ex and just cower and hide and not do anything with my life, but I decided to step up and be present and show up for myself and build a business and work. And now I'm doing that, so I feel great about myself. Physically, I feel great. I walk every single day. You should join my subscribers community. We have so much daily inspiration to keep doing everything that you can do to just feel and look your best. Because you're already hot, let's just enhance it. And mentally, I'm really clear, I'm really sharp. I'm not partying, I'm not drinking as much, drinking on very rare occasion. I'm doing my daily physical activity, I'm eating healthy, getting my protein in. I'm loving myself. I'm very happy where I am. I'm really proud of myself. I took myself from soft life victim to soft life CEO in less than 3 months. Literally, I gained 30,000 followers in 3 months, and I started making more money than I used to make in my corporate job in 3 months. You know, you gotta take a step back if it means not driving the Range Rover anymore. If it means, yeah, you really gotta just take a step back and humble yourself. Like, you can't have an ego. You gotta drop the ego, humble yourself, get to work, do something that you love so it doesn't feel like work. Like, I'm chatting with my best friend from grade 9, by the way. Like, doesn't feel like work to me. So just do something that you love, and it doesn't have to be right away. Just go easy on yourself. First of all, when you leave, regulate your nervous system, chill out, relax, and then get ready to work. You don't have to push yourself so quickly. Do you have a question, Alana? Do people treat me better after my cosmetic surgery? Fuck yeah, they do. Gosh, the attention I get, the respect I get, it's night and day. Because when you put effort into yourself, and it doesn't even mean about cosmetic surgery, like if you take more time in the morning to do your hair, have a manicure, and look clean and beautiful, the more people are gonna have respect for you. If you leave the house looking like a disheveled lemur, people are not gonna respect you. Just think about, would you respect someone like who looks, okay, maybe you would respect them, but like, are you gonna butter somebody up who looks like a disheveled lemur versus somebody who took time to do their hair and makeup for you? For you or for you? For me? Don't put that in there. Do I think I'm forever healing or healed? I think I'm still forever healing. I think I'm a little cautious, and I think that's why I don't even want a boyfriend right now. I went on a date last week and I was like couldn't wait to leave because I wanted to go home and work. Who am I? I used to be the most dependent girl that was like, I want a boyfriend. Blah, blah, blah. No, I know that God is gonna reward me with my true love, my soulmate, when I'm successful. I don't know, I can't define success right now for you, but I know that God will provide my soulmate, and right in front of me, it's gonna be very clear to me once I bring success to my life and independence and become a soft life CEO. I've always been religious. I grew up Catholic, going to Sunday school, and I've always believed in God, but especially when things got really hard this year, I started to pray every single day. And I prayed to God for strength and focus for my business, to succeed in my business, and I prayed to God for this guy I was like seeing. I was like, God, like, it's so annoying. Like, I don't know where we're at. And like, can you just make it clear to me or like do the right thing? I'm asking what's best for us because God knows what's best for everyone. And I wasn't going to ask God, like, give me a relationship because maybe that's not best for me right now. See what I'm saying? So I said, God, please do what's best. And literally in 3 days, I kid you not, I lost all feelings for this guy. That's not who I am. Okay, maybe like other normal girls could be like losing feelings. Like, no, I'm like, when I'm into a guy, I am obsessed for like a year and I can't get over it. Okay. I literally lost feelings in 3 days. So subhanAllah, God, thank you so much. That means thanks be to God. But like, yeah, I was able to focus on my business and now I'm just like so present and like I've got so much drive and energy. I think being close to God and prayer are both so important. Yeah, I see myself so differently now. I don't want to say I was lazy because I used to call me a lazy girl. I used to say I'm such a lazy girl, but no, I was just burnt out. I was so burnt out. I just see myself now like my family has supported me beyond what I could have ever imagined. And if I hadn't had that support, I wouldn't have been able to leave my ex. I wouldn't have been able to start a business. I wouldn't have been able to blow up on social media. I wouldn't be able to afford this right now, you know? So I was truly, truly blessed. And in prayer, I always say it's important to be grateful before you ask for anything. Always say your gratitude. I always use a gratitude journal. Whenever I pray to God, I start with my gratitude. So that's really important when you're praying as well. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I would say, girl, go ahead with the surgery because he can take back your diamonds, but he can't take back your face.
Period.
What does "you're already hot, now let's enhance it" mean to me now? It means that, girl, you must love we all love one thing about ourselves. There's always one thing we love about ourselves, whether it's our eyes, our nose, our lips, our hair. So you must feel hot one day, whether maybe it's your ovulation day that you feel hot, because usually that's when we feel our best and our most peppy. So pick that one thing and make sure you feel that feeling of gratitude. Feel grateful for having that beautiful thing about you. And there's always room for improvement. Yeah. Ooh, something I said to him that he sent me back home to Canada for, he goes, well, I said to him, we were in a fight, and I said, if it wasn't you, it would be someone else.
You said that?
I said that to him. Oof, that hurt him. I felt bad for saying that. But like, it's true. Like, you know, like I already had another guy pay for a surgery before him. Maybe I'll meet another guy. Like, oh, that sounded so bad. Men are gonna hate me online for saying that. Yeah?
We love that. We love
But I love men. That's not the thing. It's like, I'm not using them. That's what I liked and they wanted to give it to me. So I said to him, I said, if it wasn't you, it would be somebody else. And he sent me back to Canada. That was the time that we broke up. Whew. Messy, but for like a weekend, and he would bring me back home, business class. The last time we broke up, he tried to sell my dog. That was on my birthday. And 3 days later, I flew back to Canada and I moved back in with my family and started my business. And here we are today. Yeah. I made this video because I have a picture in my head of this girl on Instagram who's not me, but I just saw her and I'm like, what did she do to look like that? There's no way that's natural. But these Russian girls, they don't talk about it. She's a Russian model, like stunning. If we're talking about my chapter 8, she's at least chapter 30, like gorgeous. And I thought, you know what? I'm sure she's had something done. I'm gonna do my research. So I did a deep dive into what people are getting done to achieve this look, this fox eye, cat eye, temporal lift. What the heck is it? And I found out what it is. It's a temporal lift with a mid-face lift. It gives you a fox eye effect, and that's what I had. And I just thought, well, geez, not every girl's gonna do a deep dive So I'm gonna share what it is because I think everyone should know, because there's a lot of unrealistic beauty standards, and maybe people are mad at me online about sharing and quote unquote advertising a very invasive surgery, but at least we know the truth now. And I'm gonna keep telling the truth. I'm gonna keep talking about it. And I'm not done yet. I'm gonna get a boob job. I wanna get a direct lip lift. And I think that's it. What's the whole point of starting this YouTube channel is so that people can get to know me a little bit more, get a little bit more personal, and I think people really wanted to hear the story. People have been asking me in my DMs, and I'm so sorry, guys. There's so many questions, but I just wanted to do a proper sit down. So here we are. Thanks so much for staying until the end of the video. I'm launching this channel to talk all about my cosmetic surgery, glowing up, and becoming your highest self. If I didn't answer any of your questions, make sure you leave a comment down below and click subscribe. And remember, you are already hot. Now let's enhance it. That was it. Fuck yeah!
Yes!
Can I watch that end part? That was so hard.